Well, Matt, late heartache on the opening day here at Morecambe. What did you make of what you saw out there today?
Well, it's League Two. Football's back again. It was exactly that. Horrible conditions weather-wise. So it was a game where you're going to get mistakes, a few bits and pieces that obviously we weren't happy with first half in terms of the shape. There's a little bit, it's recognising it's League Two, win second balls, compete, which we did. I just thought we took a little bit of time to get into it in the first period. But from the moment we scored our goal, I thought there was only one team that looked like they were going to win the game. It was frustrating at times. Conditions have ended up over hitting a pass and it's gone out of play, where it's difficult to feel that out there from when you're not on the pitch playing. When we get into good positions and then the final little bit wasn't quite right. But it's very, very difficult for me to be disappointed to the extent of how well we've played. I thought we were fantastic second half. I thought there was only one team going to win the football match, and then the importance of set plays comes and rears its ugly head right at the end of the game, which is what we've just spoken about there, because you do everything you possibly can in the game, and we did so well, and I thought to a man we played really, really well, but and then get undone with a set play. So really difficult to take, but at the same token, the important thing is that we learn from that. The feelings that they're feeling in there right now, they're absolutely gutted, and that's off the back of, like you said, 94th minute set play that the ball's gone into the box from a dead ball. So, and it undoes all the fantastic work that they've done before that. So that's the gutting part of it. But the real positive parts of it, from my perspective, was, as I say, I thought second half we completely controlled the game. We've made them change their shape a couple of times. We've made them throw on substitutions to try and change the game their way, and I felt extremely comfortable in how we were playing. I thought we were dominating the game. So that they're the real positives, which is the frustration we can see that set play.
I mean, it feels like there's a sliding doors moment. As you say, your team looked really in the ascendancy in that second half, and there was that chance where Danny Johnson's chance just hits the post and comes back out. You know, if that goes in, it could be a completely different story, and then got that late sucker punch at the end. But those are the fine margins in League Two, aren't they, I guess?
Yeah, that's football, but I think, again, let's look at positives. I thought Danny just shows what he's all about. He's a predator. He's got ice in his veins, and he looks capable of scoring every time you get him around the penalty area. So they're the real positives to take from it. I thought we controlled the game, especially in the middle of the park in the second half. Once we got to grips with probably just a few elements of our second balls and a little bit of a shape change we changed at half time, just to tweak when we with the second ball, second contacts, which at that stage then I felt we completely took over in the game. And I suppose the frustration is that one of those kind of key moments when we've beat the back line or where we've got into a really good crossing situation didn't quite happen for us today. But there are so many positive things for me to take out of the game. And I want to make sure that the lads know that, but also the lads know that, and none of them are going to be accepting of conceding set plays, because it's the worst feeling in football to do so. So I don't want to make a big deal out of it from it. I want to move on and we want to improve from it, and we'll go into the next games looking to again replicate how we want to play, and just have real emphasis on that, them fine margins of it.
You mentioned there Danny Johnson having ice in his veins. I think for any striker at any level of football to get that goal on the opening day, it's already off the mark. You know, it's a real positive for him, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. I think it was an element of what we'd spoken about before the game too. We wanted to get balls slid down the sides of their centre halves, and we won it for exactly that reason. Danny finding himself in a place and running down, bearing down on goal, which I think for any of our supporters, the fantastic support we had today, that's the sight we've been looking forward to. That's the sight that we've wanted to see Danny in the positions of, exactly as it was on the corner of the box there, where he says the keeper saves it. So I couldn't see from here, but it's a fantastic save. He's managed to get a touch on it, but that's what he's all about. They're the positives. Great to see him get his goal, get him off the mark. Hopefully plenty more of those to come. Got a good 90 minutes into him there. I was a little bit cautious with that, and I didn't think he'd make the full 90, if I'm honest with you, with pre-season being how it's been for him. But you can't. It's very difficult at times to take him off, because there's always a goal threat. So loads of positives, as I say, Danny being one of them, but I thought we defended extremely well at times too. I thought Harry Williams in his debut headed the ball brilliantly. You've seen the strengths that he has. And there's some really good performances all over the pitch. It's just frustrating that you're not talking about at least a point. Yeah.
That's it. It feels like not only is there a lot of positives to take, but also a lot to learn as well. So there's a lot to take from this opening day, isn't there?
There sure is, mate. There sure is. There's a lot to take from it. The most of these frustration. Frustrated that we can't be bouncing in that dressing room now. Frustrated that we can't be sending them the support that have come today in their numbers and stuck with us and hung with us, especially when we were down in the first half. And then they've tried to suck the ball into the back of the net in the second half, and you could see that they were all absolutely desperate for. Danny's chance to go in would have been a great story, but listen, it wasn't to be today. But it's all about then improvement. What do we do next? What's the next thing that we do to try and put that right? What's the next thing that we do to learn from that? And I've got a group in there that I'm sure will do that.
Certainly. Just again, you mentioned the fans there, 1,327. It's a phenomenal effort, and they made some right noise, didn't they?
It was a phenomenal effort anyway, let alone when you wake up on Saturday morning and the weather's like the weather is. And I just hope everyone gets home safe and sound, because it was horrendous on the way up there, so just be careful driving home. But and it goes with the numbers that we've got in terms of season tickets, the numbers we've got for the next few away games. Everyone just stick together with it. That is the most important thing. We stick together with it, and we look forward to the days when it goes our side of the goalposts.
Just a couple of issues. Obviously, you mentioned Tom Knowles. There was some positive news, but I don't think fans would have been too surprised not to see him on the team sheet. One they may have been surprised not to see on the team sheet was Priestley Farquharson. Is there any update on him, please?
P. He was at the open training session the other day. Actually, he just felt his groin slightly, but it's not as bad as we were worried that it would be. So we're talking days rather than weeks with Priestley. But unfortunately, he wasn't quite ready for today. So I'm a big believer in then opportunity knocks, and I thought Harry did really well. So yeah, we look forward to having Priestley back when he is. But I thought I was really pleased with Harry for what he did for us today. So yeah, that's Priestley.
Finally from me, not much time to ponder on this one. Straight into action again on Tuesday night. Different competition, different level of opposition in terms of Blackburn in the Championship. So refocus on that. What do you make of going into that game?
Yeah, I haven't seen the result today. I haven't seen it yet. Obviously, I'll look into that now, and I'll get really deep into Blackburn over the next few days. I'm sure there'll be changes to their lineup for the game, and we'll have to assess what we do to it. But again, it's another opportunity to win a football match, and it's all part of the process for us. All part of the. We just get back to what we believe in, and get back to what we want to do with it, and we think about us ready to approach and attack another game.